What is up, guys? I am on my way to a call. These guys kind of it's a breakfast spot, so they close at 2 p.m. so I got about an hour drive, but we're gonna go install this TXV right here. It's for a R290 cooler that's been leaking refrigerant, and we're gonna go get this welded in and you know, get them going. So should be quite simple. Small little TXV. Quote was approved. So only issue is it's out in Kingwood. So it's about an hour and 15-minute drive. So here we go. I use my cart just because it's so much easier to take my cart in instead of carrying a bunch of stuff in and out. We gotta get back there. I remember I had to take off a bunch of these screws and get that panel down. So kind of got my work cut out for me, but I'm gonna try to move efficient because this is a quoted job, so we gotta get in and get out. Alright, I'm gonna remove the sensor, and there's also a temp sensor here. Alright, this is our TXV, and we believe it's leaking. We had charged it with nitro the other day, and we were able to identify that it was leaking from here. We tried to tighten it, but we didn't want to break it, so they gave us new TXV. So here's my faulty TXV. Alright, bad TXV, good TXV. Brand new. Always double check that they are the exact same. And they are. Yeah, I am gonna use Viper wet rag. Me personally, I do not like using this stuff. I actually prefer just a towel over my valve, but this is such a tiny valve and there's so much room for air that I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on there, and also put a wet rag on it and protect this valve. Mainly the power head. You know, you don't want to overheat this. That'll be very, very bad. And it's a brand new valve too, so you know, just gonna cover this thing up. Maybe it's not pretty, but I'd rather it not be pretty and not leak. Right. Wet my fingers, get it nice and wet. Yeah. Honestly, just this stuff is technically reusable, even though I don't like to reuse it. So put as much on there as you can. Like a glove. Like a glove. Alright, that side looks sealed. Now I'm gonna heat up that side and try to push it in. Alright y'all, I'm gonna go check my welds. I'm gonna add some nitrogen and leak search it. And actually, matter of fact, I need to grab my soap bubbles. Alright y'all, honestly it's not my prettiest work, but as long as it's sealed, I didn't overheat that valve, so that's one of the most important things. But I do want to leak search. It looks pretty sealed. Maybe back there it might have a little something. It does look pretty sealed though. And then here I might need to touch it up a little bit in the back, but I'm gonna add some nitro and leak search it. Alright y'all, so I'm gonna put psi. Alright, so 119.6. I'm gonna start a decay test. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go put some bubbles. But we know we got 120 psi in the system right now. Alright guys, let's see if it's actually sealed up. Again, it's got 120 psi, so we'll be able to pick up any leaks that it has. Try to get every single corner. Yeah, I mean, micro leaks are real, but that looks quite sealed. Let me get that back. I was skeptical about. And I even hold it here. Nothing. Again, guys, I'll be the first to say this is definitely not my best work, but honestly, it's very hard to record and weld at the same time, so y'all give me some grace, because I know the super techs are coming. Why didn't you flow nitrogen? Why didn't you cover up this valve? Why didn't they're always coming. So I don't live to please you guys, but at the end of the day, I'm there with you and say this is definitely not my best work, but it's not leaking, so that's important. Okay, let's do one more leak search, one more leak check. Make sure it's really not leaking. Okay, nothing there, nothing there. Alright. Nothing. Matter of fact, I know for a fact this O-ring is leaking, guys, so that TXV is no longer leaking, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull a vacuum on this, because I just got another service call I gotta head to. So we got 21 ounces in here, and we need to put 4.23 ounces. So let's charge it up. So 4.23 ounces. So we're at 4.1, 4.2. Let's just do 4.3. Oh. Alright, we are down to 38 degrees. I've not been on site so we'll show you guys. It's 2 hours, I'd say 2.5 hours on site, and I think I'll be transparent today and just kind of share what our numbers are looking like. We obviously quoted for 6 hours of labor. Now it took 2.5, but as I've mentioned in different videos, we quote for what could go wrong, not for the actual time. So I quoted 6 hours. The TXV marked up, weld and vacuum charge, and the refrigerant So we come out with $989.60 in 2 hours. Well, I showed you guys that it is down to 37 degrees, so we are good to go also. So my drive home is 1 hour and 38 minutes, almost 2 hours. So, all right, y'all, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the support. If you guys want to talk crap, go ahead and do that down below too, because you know what? It's actually very good for the algorithm. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.